well, 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 well,
Yeah, well, shit. No, I'm kidding. What's up, guys? AW here, Air Order. Yes, normally I would do Let's Talk Pop on this Friday, but unfortunately, I'm a little busy tomorrow. Okay? I'm busy tomorrow night. I got invited to. Shut up, Red. I got invited to Gary Geeks tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow night after watching wrestling. So I moved the spoiler stream tonight. Okay? Okay? Little later, but yeah. So I moved the spoiler stream to Superman for tonight, okay, because of tomorrow night. Sunday, nothing. Sunday is scheduled. AEW the track is still scheduled as planned. We're detracting. I'm detracting somebody new Sunday. New, but not new. New for the show, but not somebody we talk about here commonly on this show. But I want to welcome you to my show, my stream, my YouTube channel. If you're new to this YouTube channel and you see what you like, please subscribe down below. Please. All right, don't listen to this guy over here. Don't listen to him, okay? He's he's my troll. Here we go, 56K. I'm waiting for Blinded. Well, Blinded just got back from seeing it, let you all know. So he's just got back from seeing it, and he hasn't told anybody his thoughts. I invited him, okay? I invited him. So he hasn't told anybody his thoughts, okay, on the movie, okay? He hasn't told me his thoughts, so I don't know how he feels about the movie, okay? Honestly, I don't. I know he just got back, and I think I sent him an invitation. I also sent an invitation to the DM group I'm in. But if you got an invitation, if there's I just sent an invitation to StreamYard through there. I just let you know, like, this is really up to you, in my opinion, up to you. But I'm just gonna let you all with a warning. Warning. Still up to you. It's not really up to me. Okay. If you've seen the movie, you know what happens in the movie. You know what happens in the movie. Okay. You know. Okay. See the movie. So spoilers don't matter. If you haven't seen the movie and you care about spoilers, well, he just spoiled it right there, but that's just a spoiler review. If you care about spoilers, don't watch the stream. Okay? If you don't care about spoilers but still haven't seen the movie, well, yeah, continue watching this stream. Maybe the spoilers will definitely interest you in seeing this movie even more. Who knows? It can. Okay? And there are yeah, Blinded saw it. That's why I sent you an invitation, man. I want to know your thoughts because you're fresh out, man. You just fresh out of the theater, so you're more fresh than me. And I hope TJ gets to see it. Come on here. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for your take. I'm definitely ready for your take, Blinded. I'm ready for your take. Okay, I got some thoughts. All right, I got thoughts too about this film. Okay, Superman spoiler review. It's gonna DCU. The age of the DCU has begun. Yeah, I stole that from Ultron. I got some big thoughts. It's all right. So, what's the story about this Superman? Well, if you see the movie, I don't know. You maybe you should leak your picture, blinded. You should leak it. I'll let you leak it. It's your pick. But if you've seen the movie, there's how they said there is a kind of like an opening crawl to Superman. Well, there's something very similar, but not it doesn't. Okay, there's something a little similar to that. Okay, so in the beginning of the movie, there is kind of an opening crawl, a crawl. It details about how metahumans have been here for some time. So metahumans has been around in the world for some time. Not they haven't been just they're not new. They've been around. But it goes into detail how there's one metahuman from a distant planet who became the strongest and most powerful of all, and that's Clark Kent Superman. Okay? Who's been Superman for 3 years. It tells you that in the beginning of the film. And has won every battle until now. Until now. Okay? Okay? And when you hear that, when it says until now, right away, you see Superman beaten, and right into the snow. In the snow, okay. You saw the trailer. The first trailer, when you see Superman in the snow, damages off Crypto. Come if you haven't seen it and you care, Crypto come whistles for Crypto, and you see what Crypto playing around, doesn't realize Superman needs him to take him back to the Fortress of Solitude. That's actually the beginning of the film. That's actually the beginning of the film, okay? That is the beginning of the film. Okay? A blinded, yeah, that's the beginning of the film. That you all know. Okay? Okay? So, yeah, so if you've seen the trailer, you know what happens, right? Crypto, he managed to get Crypto's undivided attention by demanding Crypto, by telling Crypto to take him back to the Force of Solitude, right? Stop spoiling it. Shut up, Red. Shut up, Red. Okay? Okay, so I'm not gonna go through the full whole film because I mean it's gonna be hard. So it does that. Superman gets recharged by the Red Sun there, and we see a bit the first spoiler. Well, it's actually been spoiled by Gunn himself, but the first major moment is that we see the holograms of Superman's birth parents, Bradley Cooper as Jor-El, the father of Superman. Okay, I don't know who the actress is. Who is that actress? Who's the mother? Who's the mother? I'm looking for who the mother is. Angela Safarin. Don't know who that is. Oh, I think I've seen her from some stuff. Wait. Yeah, I seen him. I might have seen her. I might have seen her in some stuff that I watched, but I don't know who she is. Okay. Yeah. I probably watched some things with her in it. I just don't know who she is. Who's the mother? And what's the mother's name, Laura? I don't know. What's the mother's name? I always forget what Superman's mother's name. All right, and Crypto is a puppy. Crypto's a puppy, and and if you have a puppy, you're gonna expect damage. So Superman's healed by the sun, but not fully healed. So he goes back to Metropolis to take on the hammer of Bavaria. Now, let you all know, Borvia, the country that's featured in this film, that's not a made-up country for this film. Okay, Borvia is actual DC. It's actually in the DC lore. Not used a lot. There's a little bit about it, but it's actually used in the DC lore. So Borvia is not a made-up country for this film. I searched it up just to make sure, and it turns out that Borvia is actually part of DC lore. Just not a lot about it though. Okay. Okay, so he goes to take us in the hammer of Borvia. Okay, back to Metropolis at 98%. Okay, he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop him there. TJ's in the house. He doesn't stop the hammer Borvia, and it turns out later on, it doesn't stop. But Superman is not defeated. Borvia manages to escape, and Superman goes on with his life. Okay, and Borvia turns out is being controlled by Lex Luthor and his crew at his towers. His towers is kind of like they have two buildings, and in between he has kind of like a thing in between, right? And there's little something underneath. It looks like a bridge, but it's not a bridge. Underneath, looks like a control tower, a control room where they could monitor Superman and monitor every action of Superman and control Hammer Borvia, right? Okay. And Lex, Lex in this movie, a hovercraft, I guess. Lex in this movie has been obsessed obsessed with Superman since Superman debuted 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago, obsessed, obsessed with Superman to a point he follows Superman's every move, knows every weakness, everything he does, to any up like it's crazy, okay? So after that, Hammer Warrior goes back to Relexis. They go into this like portal like thing, right? Well, it's not really a portal. It's not really a portal, but it's a gateway to something called Pocket Dimension, a Pocket Universe. Yeah, a Pocket Universe, like a right away to go to Pocket Universe. Hammer Borvian goes through it, and on the opposite end, he heads into that control tower on the hovercraft, right, where Lex is, and he takes off the Hammer Borea armor costume, and it's Ultraman. So Ultraman is Hammer Bavaria, okay, and Hammer Bavaria and Ultraman is confirmed to be Bizarro. Let you know, it's a spoiler. They never call him Bizarro in the film, but he is Bizarro. At the end, when you see Ultraman take off his mask, it is basically a clone of Superman with longer hair, kind of a little bit deformed face. And Lex revealed how he created him. He says, "Yeah, in one of your battles, I took a hair strand." And you get the idea, right? So yeah, so Ultraman is Bizarro. He doesn't really talk, and Bizarro he doesn't really talk like how Bizarro talks, right? Like in the comics or whatever it shows. In the comics or in the shows, Bizarro, what he says is truly opposite what he says. He doesn't talk like that, right? It's just it's Gunn's version of Bizarro. Okay. Okay. Dr. Baby will watch it red. He's seeing it Monday, but he doesn't care about spoilers. Okay. He didn't kill Bizarro. Bizarro was in the black hole, got sucked into a black hole, and we don't know where that black hole is going to take him. Okay. 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 Bizarro got sucked into a black hole, and so maybe go to another universe, another dimension. So yeah. Okay. So he did. Okay. He didn't kill Ultraman. Superman killed nobody in this film. Nobody. Okay. He didn't kill anybody in this film. Okay. Look at the whole script. He didn't kill anybody in this film. Okay. Superman. In fact, at the ending, when he heat visioned all the Raptors, part of the planet's squad, they were defeated, but they were still alive. They were still alive. Okay, they were alive still. Okay, so he didn't kill anybody in this film. Okay, and he even mentioned like he didn't want to kill the kaiju. The kaiju he did not kill. He wanted to save the kaiju, get him away from civilization, so he could study it. So he didn't kill the kaiju. Unfortunately, Mr. Terrific is the one that did. The JSA or the Justice Gang, they really don't have. They play by different rules in this film. bitch about the rapper getting his teeth knocked out. I mean, he just got punched. Um, okay, okay. So now the Lois Lane Clark Kent relationship. Okay, the rappers were vile. Yeah. Okay. So when we first got introduced to Lois, she was in the Daily Planet, passing by with the newspaper. You see in the trailer. So Lois and Clark have to pretend they don't know. They know each other, but they have to pretend that she doesn't know that Clark is Superman. Okay, in public. Okay, because they're actually dating. They're Lois knows Superman's Clark Kent, and they're dating. But in public, she has to play it off that she doesn't know Clark is Superman. Okay, and she's jealous to the fact that Clark is the one getting interviews with Superman. That's all. That's all to deceive. Okay, so people don't know the relationship between them. Okay, they know Clark and Lois has a relationship, but to pretend that to hide from the public that Superman is Clark. And when they go back to Lois's apartment, we're having Clark is to be there. He gets to Lois's apartment. I don't think they're living together. I think this is Lois's apartment. Okay. They obvious mention how they had to do that, and then they talk about the situation in Bolivia and the Civil War. Not the Civil War. It's not a Civil War. It's more like an invasion, genocidal invasion, something like that. Okay. And Lois Lane, Lois Lane. He said, okay, I'll let you ask the questions to Superman. You're interviewing me as Superman, okay? And Lois had asked a hard-hitting questions to Superman, and that scene was a lot longer than you saw in the trailer. And she was not going easy on Superman. She was not going easy on Superman. Okay, she was asking the tough, hard questions about Superman. Okay. Even so far, so torture, right? Torture. Like, no, he's like, no. Oh, here's blind. I want to hear blinded. You know what? I blinded just saw the movie, so. And Jimmy Olsen. What's up, blinded? Blinded, you there? Oh, maybe it takes a while on StreamYard. That's what Lex Luthor is not being president in this universe. No way. Okay. There's no way Lex Luthor is being president in this universe. That's this. Blandy there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Remove that imposter.
Which one is this one?
Get rid of him.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, Sideways. Lex Luthor's not being president in this film. In this universe. That's. Okay, but yeah, let's get that out of the way. So you just saw the film.
So what? So yeah, what is everybody thoughts in the chat first?
Well, most of them liked it. I mean,
Red I kind of know Sideways. Of course he didn't. He's broke. He's broke, and Washington, I don't think they have movie theaters. Yes, I. Aaron, middle finger. Did TJ see it or not yet?
Yeah, TJ saw it. I think the only one that didn't see it in this chat so far is Red.
Okay. Give me. What's your rating on it?
I said it was a masterpiece in my review. Look, I really like the movie. It's a really good movie, but you know what? When I made that title, I was thinking when Campia called Man of Steel a masterpiece. Because that's what he did, because he called Man of Steel a masterpiece, and this movie was 1,000 times better than Man of Steel, in my opinion. What do you think? Your honest opinion.
My honest opinion, I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as a lot of people are making it out to be. That's my hot take. I think it's a good movie, but I have a very controversial take.
What's that?
Very controversial take that I think will set everybody in this chat on fire.
I like controversy.
I don't think Superman's the best part of the movie.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. I think it's good, but I think I put Lex Luthor up there.
I put several characters above
Yeah.
Superman in this movie. That's like
I
my big take. Ban blinded, he ain't one of us. Unban blinded. That's my take. I would
well,
say I like the movie. There's a lot of elements that I like about this movie, and then there's some elements that like I feel like overall. Again, I'm this is gonna be controversial, right? But don't worry, I got some positive things to say. Some different takes out here. I think the main problem with this movie is that I think it gets too lost in the sauce. Like I don't think it's like on track with a Superman story. It kind of feels more like a Superman team up story. Where Superman
yeah,
has a struggle, but I feel like it didn't really have like a good anchor for Superman because I like the fact that the movie was like him juggling all of these things, but it
yeah,
also felt like he wasn't the only character juggling a lot of things. And that was my issue with the movie, where it almost feels like all of the best scenes, all of the best jokes, all of the best action scenes are not really Superman
well, I
focused.
mean, arguably, people say the best action scene was not Superman; it's Mister Terrific.
Yeah, it was Mr. Terrific.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Terrific has the best action scene by far. It felt the most James Gunn action
yeah,
scene, like uh with the music and everything. And I liked it the way it started, and everything like that. And it was from like Lois's perspective.
yeah,
I liked that. I liked how he was moving too, and he was using his T spheres.
yeah.
Really cool. Like they're like I would say, yeah, I liked Guy Gardner.
That
Was
scene, that's
Guy
that
Gardner?
scene. I'll just say this: that scene is very reminiscent of the Yonda scene. You know, with his what's
Yeah,
that thing he has? Is that a toothpick or a flute? Whatever it is,
yeah.
that thing he gives to his Kremlin, whatever Kremlin. That scene is kind of like that from Guardians. Is that Guardians 2?
From Guardians 2, where what?
The
Say that
Yonda
again.
scene, you know, the Yonda scene.
Yeah,
Okay,
very Yondu scene. Yeah, where they're
yeah.
like walking and yeah, there's so much elements to like about the movie,
Guy Gardner was good.
but but at the
Hawkgirl
end
was
of
a
it,
waste.
yeah, I like that it was like a slice of life, but it also really wasn't a slice of life as well. It was like there's like a significant part of this movie that he has to grapple with, and
Mhm.
the movie kind of treats it as like there's this element, but it's like he's also dealing with all the politics of it. He's dealing with his relationship. It's like there's so much stuff happening, and yet
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like it all thematically ties together. Like, yeah, Superman has to deal with all of these things, but yet it's like he has to grapple with the fact that something that he thought was kind of like a core part of his identity of why he's Superman was actually wrong. And that's the main part of the story, but it gets so lost in it where you're like, here we are setting up the Justice Gang and all those characters, and here we are setting up Lex Luthor, and then what he's doing, and it's like all of these things are going on simultaneously while Superman is also dealing with these things as well. So it felt like too much,
it
in my opinion. It
it
was like,
it, it was a Superman movie, but it's also like setting up. He wanted to set up a DC
yeah,
universe. Like that's what he wanted to
yeah,
do.
yeah, but it's like, yeah, but it kind of like, in my opinion, the DCU stuff was more interesting than like the
Yeah,
Superman stuff. And it wasn't, and the thing is, like, the Superman cast, supporting cast, is the best that they've ever been. But they're so good that, in my opinion, and this is the hot take, I think they were all better than Superman.
I
Like I
I
like Jimmy Olsen and his all the humor with his character. It was funny. Lex
like,
Luthor was really funny, and like I just love that he's this
I
ultimate
mean,
hater.
I do. Yeah, like Lex Luthor. I mean, I think Nicholas Hoult actually was the standout of the film. I
Yeah, he
think.
was the standout part of this movie. He
Yeah,
just was. It's not that he's not really Lex Luthor, but he brings such like a new take to the character that feels like refreshing. Where it's just like he's like
I.
so obsessed, so obsessed, and he's so theatrical and driven. Where it's like I have to like upstage you
He's the best.
so
I
bad.
think he's the best live action Lex Luthor. I think it's better than Gene
I
Hackman.
I I like Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman brings like because I watched the original Superman movie and then I watched this and I was telling my friend where it's like yeah like when you contrast Christopher Reeves with this Superman feels like he's not totally developed in my opinion. Like
No, no, he's
I
still
I don't
even
think I
younger.
got a good grasp of who his personality and
He's really
what
young.
he
He still it feels a little young.
yeah, but he's not. It's not just about being young. It's like you don't really got a good handle on the character, in my opinion. It's like he's a very kind-hearted person. Yes, that's Superman,
Yeah.
but it was like you didn't really feel his personality. You know what I mean? Like with Christopher Reeves, he was making these like really funny jokes. Like he was funny,
He was
right? And
trying to
his
be a
and
lead.
yeah, he was funny as Superman, and he was funny as Clark Kent. But the guy who plays what's his name? Like he just I don't know. He's like it's like he's there, but he's not like
Um,
he's not he's not like oh shit, this is the definitive Superman. He kind of feels like Tom Holland
you
Spider-Man to
what?
me.
Guys, I know some people say, "Oh, this is not like a Marvel film." Actually, this is how Marvel films are like.
This feels
Sorry.
like this feels like I would say this feels like a Marvel movie besides the fact that there's more interesting world building
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, and the
it,
world building was more interesting and it felt like there's so much going on where it's like yeah, what was Rick Flag Sr. grappling with. That's never really
I it
touched
feels like
upon or
I feel like
explained.
it feels like he's a fan of Superman. He's a fan of
I
Superman,
don't I didn't
but
really think so,
I don't know.
I thought
Like,
he was like against metahumans and Lex Luthor was
okay,
like he just kind of toppled this whole thing that they
I
had
don't know
planned
if
and he
Rick
was
Flag
like
is
disappointed.
okay. When was this DC Command? The Commander Creature Commandos is part of this universe, right?
Right.
When did that take place? Because he kind of befriends some of the Creature Commandos. So wouldn't he be okay with metahumans as long
Hmm.
as they're not doing harm? Like,
Yeah, I don't know, but like I said, that's not like the point of the movie, but it
yeah,
was
I
like
know.
those were the moments of the movie that I felt the most interesting aspect, right? And it's like I don't know, I just like there's like so much going on where you're like I kind of wanted to it just becomes overwhelming. And I know that's like the point of the
Hmm.
movie, but I also feel like in order for it to be overwhelming, it should have been mostly from Superman's perspective. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be from other
The
characters,
thing,
especially characters that are outside of
the thing is,
like his world, right? Like Mr.
I
Terrific and all those characters.
When Marvel did their Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iron Man 1 wasn't really a world building film. Iron
Hmm.
Man 2 was, right? That's when we got Nick Fury and Black Widow, right?
Right.
Yeah, like, yeah, they're doing this in the first film. I guess it's because, well, James Gunn said, yeah, we want to make these iconic characters great again, so we eventually get to a Justice League film. I mean, okay, so why are
Hmm.
you doing Supergirl and Clayface? Your next movie has to be like Batman, then,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I don't even after this movie, I don't think they need to go in that direction because I feel like what they have with the universe is more like there's clearly something here that is going to be interesting, that is going to be different from Marvel. Like even
Yeah,
when they were in the Hall of Justice, you could see the mural and you're like, "Oh shit, there's Jay Garrick and you're like, "Holy shit, there's a ton of fucking
JSA,
characters there." Yeah,
JSA,
so
yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, okay, so there's a history there. Like Lex Luthor. I really love the stuff Lex Luthor is doing. He was almost like a movie director, the way he had
Yeah,
his like team and
kind of
like directing them. It was like directing, you know,
time
live
Bizarro wanted to
TV.
do. I'm sorry, I'm calling him Bizarro because he is Bizarro. Ultraman is
Yeah,
Bizarro. Like the way he's telling Bizarro what moves to do, things like that. The Superman.
yeah.
It's like yeah, it's like he was like a director, or a director, or whatever, like or a coach. You know, like
Right. I liked all those elements where it's like, yeah, he's just like do the best move, the best moves that are gonna like take him down, right?
yeah,
Like,
he's
and like
so
just
obsessed with Superman.
always just
Oh my
upstage
god.
him. But he upstaged him too much, I feel
Yeah.
like. Where he
Oh,
almost was like, yeah, he in my opinion, he did upstage him because Superman was just like the fact that the knows all of his moves and yet Superman was
look,
kind of like doing the same moves like besides the ending when he does the twirl and stuff and like all that stuff was like I feel like they shouldn't have shown that
I'll
in the
say
trailer because it didn't have the same impact.
this.
Like,
This is the
you know what
most
I mean?
unhinged Lex live action Lex we ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah, I love the monkey, the whole thing. Like I was
No,
laughing
the
at
monkeys are
that.
trolling. You know how much he
Yeah.
hates Superman. He has a bunch of monkeys trolling social media, always disparaging Superman. That's how much he hates Superman.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And
Yeah, the movie I just
he's so petty too. Remember, he has like his ex girlfriend locked up. Which is
right.
remember that in that pocket dimension, his ex girlfriend locked up.
Yeah, he locked her up and stuff. And oh yeah, the girl that was trying to go after Jimmy, like that was
Eve
hilarious.
tells
I
us
all like that
no, they
stuff.
were
Yeah.
dating. Apparently, they were dating before, so they knew each other before. Like, and then
No,
she
he
goes,
was trying to cipher off of
"Oh
her like
yeah,
information before, and he would always just like ghost her and stuff. And he just doesn't want to date her, and
I
it's
guess
funny. It's hilarious.
the thing is, I guess she was not smart enough to figure out that Ultraman has super hearing. I guess maybe she didn't
Hmm.
know that was a clone.
Well, she didn't know it was a clone. Nobody knew it was a clone. And that was
Yeah,
another thing too. Like in the movie, you have the engineer, and you're like, this character could have been anybody. You know what I mean? Like this could have been any character, and they don't like you're throwing so many characters that
maybe
are
maybe it has
totally
something.
different.
Maybe it has something to do with the authority, possibly in the future
No,
in
it is.
DC.
She's on the authorities, without a
Yeah, and
doubt.
she is
But
alive.
what did
She
she
does.
have? But what was the point of having her in this movie?
I don't know.
That
I mean,
and
she is
that's what I
alive,
mean. It
right?
feels like I think, in my opinion, right? Like I think this was James Gunn's most self-indulgent movie because he was so focused on the world building that you're like I
Hmm.
was telling my friends, like we were all like, you start to question how does this all work,
Yeah,
right? And I know he was like, oh, we don't need a Superman origin story, but it's like I kind of don't really agree with that. I don't think we need a Superman origins film where you tell everything, and that's like the two
no, no.
hours of.
He
We don't need
mentioned.
that. What we
He
need is
mentioned
a
he Superman.
context.
Superman
We
is
need like
so
what is this what is this Superman? What does he believe in? What is it like? Because you start to go, well, okay, if it's just Superman, then you go, well, there's elements that you start to question where it's like, well, is it this? Is it that? Or like how did like I was telling my friend where it's like that
this
whole reveal about his parents and
this.
being uh or any other super, yeah, it could have been any other villain, like, you know what I mean? It's just kind
I
of
mean,
like
he
thrown in
kind of
there and you're
partnered
like,
up with he kind of partnered up
why?
with the U.S. government. Like this would be the perfect movie for Metello. Like as a beginning villain, Metello,
Hmm.
like something like that.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
didn't do.
yeah, I think they need sprinkles of origin
They did
details
sprinkle a
because
little bit in the movie. They did
no,
sprinkle.
they they kind of they kind of don't though. That's the thing. It's like it's like there's so many things that you start to question like, okay, if there's been metahumans and all this stuff like that, like why is Lex Luthor so obsessed with Superman? Like what is the point in time where he became obsessed? So then
Yeah.
you can understand and you
Was
could
he
go, "Oh yeah, I get it." But
was he foiling his plans because it's been confirmed that when he busts into his office to confront Crypto, it's like the first time they actually met.
is
Like,
that true?
yeah, apparently in the
It
film that's
seemed
the
like
first
they
time they.
already did.
I don't know. I mean,
That's the first time that they met in universe.
Yeah, apparently that's what Lex Luthor said. Oh, we find me in person to person. I don't know. Um, yeah, that's
I
a
don't
good
know. There's
point.
some things in this movie where
That's
it does need like it needs like kind of like some understanding. Like one of my
I
friends said, it feels like this is a sequel to a movie that we've already seen. And it's like, yeah, it does feel like that. Like
you
it
know I
feels like this is not and I that's the point, but I also think that it wasn't maybe I don't
they
know,
need
like
a
for
original
me,
comic.
I don't think it worked very well. I'm not a fan of this like let's skip the origin story because you've seen it a million times, but then yet it's a different take on the character. Like that to me doesn't make any sense. It's
Well,
uh, like you know what I mean? Like this is a different Superman.
did he?
He's clearly not Christopher Reeve's Superman. He's
No,
clearly not the main continuity Superman in the comic books. So
no.
what are we supposed to really base
He's
our understanding of this
I think
character?
he's the
Is
most.
it just
I think
ge-
he's. Gunn is
general?
trying to make. I think Gunn's trying to make the most human kind of Superman.
Yeah,
Like
but it's like it's missing that element. I feel like it's missing. Like I was telling my friend, it's like doesn't it feel weird that they focus so much on this conflict between these two countries, and yet Superman isn't the one saving the conflict? You know what I
no,
mean? Like
I
it's
mean,
like, oh, it's the Justice Gang who saves them, and you're like, okay,
yeah, it's
but
so
they were
weird when you
begging
see
for
that.
Superman. They were
So there was a
crying out for
kid.
Superman, and they got
Yeah, as that
these
kid, you see that kid
weird
with the
team.
flag, and you're like Superman, Superman. It was the Justice
Yeah.
Gang. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
really,
wouldn't it
yeah.
have been more like impactful if Superman came in and oh, give me a second.
Oh, this is why I like Spider-Man: Homecoming. The Batman it didn't show the origin. Oh, well, the thing is, they didn't show origin, but I like how
Yeah, sorry about that.
I do like how like his parents, his biological parents, and were not really who they thought they were, and
No,
that wasn't okay. That wasn't doctored. Okay, that was actually because they
no,
never
that
explained
wasn't.
it.
That was what they said.
Yeah,
And then he
yeah,
goes to Ma or Pa Kenton and talks to him, and I like that scene. I like that. It
yeah. It's
was
a good
like,
line. Your
you
actions,
know,
your choices makes you what you are, not what
right.
right.
Yeah, but
And
then, but that's what I mean. It's like his actions and his choices. What it's like, there's no payoff to what was established in the movie, which was he's upset at Lois for like insinuate. He's like, I'm trying to save people. What else am I supposed to do? Like, I want to be in this conflict because people are going to die, and yet the point of the movie ends with him fighting a clone. Like it just feels like what was the point? Like what's the point? Like let the Justice Gang fight the Superman clone and let Superman save the kids in the Middle East. That's what it
yeah,
should have been. That
but
would have been more impactful.
they
Where
need
you're
a
like,
villain.
I
That was in
understand
That
what the
was in That
Superman
wasn't in
is.
the Middle East. That's actually Europe, because Borvia is
Well,
Europe.
whatever it is, you know what it's obviously supposed to be. But like the point
No,
is, it's
Borvia
like
is
he
actually
should
in
have been
DC.
there.
It's actually in the comic book lore. Borvia.
Right, but like my point is,
Yeah,
let Superman save the freaking
but
kids.
you kind of yeah, that's true. But you kind of need like a super villain that could go toe to toe in there, though, right? You can't just have him taking down shoulders and tanks and
No, but
stuff.
like they needed an image of Superman going there, s- uh, jumping in front of a tank and getting shot at
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
fighting the army. That's what it should have been. It's like him
Yeah, the
fighting
Black Gotham
these like Lex people. It's fine, but it's not
rappers,
like it's not
Planet
it's
Squad.
cool and all, but it's not impactful. It's just not impactful. That's just my take on it, and that's why I
Planet
was like,
Squad.
I don't know. This movie kind of is like there's so many other characters that are. I would love to see a Jimmy Olsen show. I would love to see more of Lois
How do
Lane.
you
I would
do a
love to see
Jimmy
more of
Olsen
Lex.
show?
I don't even care. It doesn't even matter. He's a fun character. Like it doesn't even matter to me.
I
The
like.
fact that I walked out thinking that every other character I would see, and I even told my friends, I'm like, dude, when they do a Batman and Superman World's Finest, the focus is going to be on Batman. It's like this Superman just is he's not he gets easily overshadowed by people. Like I don't
Batman
know, he's
always
not
overshadows
that's kind of
Superman.
my biggest like gripe with the movie. I was really disappointed by that fact. I just didn't think he
Should they call it the conflict
just
stuff? Uh,
yeah.
how would it?
Yeah, I was interested. Yeah, I want to see Mr. Terrific. I loved
Sorry.
Metamorphose. I liked him and his like son. You
Remember
know,
when
all
Grace
the
thought?
weird
Remember Grace thought I was
like
Brainiac. Remember he thought the baby. She was thought the baby was Brainiac or
yeah,
Martian
she thought it was
Manhunter.
a Brainiac. Or but I
And
like
then,
Mr. Handsome, this random alien that is piloting like all of
yeah,
those
yeah.
things were fun and you're like I want to see the movie again to see all these like details. Do I want to see the movie again to see Superman? I gotta be honest, not really. That's my hot take. That's really my hot take. If this was like Superman with a subtitle or Superman, eh, I don't know. It just uh, like I think he can grow and evolve, but he definitely gives me Tom Holland vibes.
Tom
That's
Holland.
that's real. Like Tom Holland Spider Man always seems like he doesn't really seem like Spider Man just yet. Like he
Yeah.
could be in theory, and David Cornswell, I just don't think, and I think it was also James Gunn's fault too. I really strongly dislike the fact that they didn't have Superman jumping in front of a tank and saving all those kids. That would have been, I think that would have made the movie. I think it for me that would have made the movie probably a 10 out of 10 because then it felt like it understood what it was trying to say. It was like regardless of what the politics of it all, Superman is going to save people,
Hmm.
right? And he's going to save the people who are in need the most and the people who are crying. The yeah, there's a pocket dimension, there was all that stuff. Okay, that's fine. But the gravity and what makes Superman who he is the fact that he's willing to jump in front of that tank, right? And that makes him an interesting character. That makes him the character that we all said can work, right?
Yeah.
It's not that he's so overpowered. It's the fact that the choices because he's only one person. He chooses to save the people that matter, the people that are underrepresented, the people who don't have a voice. And I just don't. I feel like James Gunn. I don't know. It just feels like he. It's like that wasn't the main priority. The main priority was setting up this universe, which is fine. But the movie is called Superman. That's really it. So yeah, I would say I don't know. I don't know what I would give this movie. I was saying like maybe a 7.5.
Yeah,
Um,
people gave it 7.5 or 8.
yeah,
Now they
I don't know. I might see it again. I'm not like I want to see it again to see all like the background details and everything and also another thing that bothered me. This is not the movie's fault, obviously. Man, there were so many people in that theater. There was some kid just constantly calling out "mommy, mommy." Everybody was pissed off. It was so fucking annoying. It pissed me the hell off. Um, you could just
oh yeah.
feel everybody just being so fucking aggravated. Why would you bring your kid? And all she said for the last 2 hours was, "Mommy, I need to tell you something. Mommy, I need to tell you something." Like fucking hell. Like
And she
pull
his
your
mother
kid
didn't do
aside.
anything. Yeah.
Nothing, nothing. And then the kid started groaning and fucking making all these like sounds where they felt like I don't know, they were just fed up, and you're
Kid
like,
was me.
yeah. The I looked back and you could just people were just like what the hell, man? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
um, so yeah, that part was like, I want to go back and watch the movie, but
I
tell
mean,
the
this.
workers, yeah. But at
I
that point,
mean,
it was kind of like,
did the
you know,
parents get offended that are swearing in the movie? You know.
I mean that's another thing too. It's like the movie. I wouldn't necessarily. I kind of agree. I don't see this being a kids movie. Like I don't really think kids are gonna like this movie because it does feel like it does seem a little bit more adult. Not
I
in
mean,
terms of what it's saying, not in terms of swearing and all that crap,
I
but
mean, Marvel's not really for kids either. I mean, they
no,
swear all
it's
the
PG-13.
yeah.
It's like
Like
for teenagers and like, yeah, but it's not for like
it's
little kids. No,
maybe for
that's
12, maybe for 12, 11 year olds, but
yeah,
not
they
like
could sell
4,
toys and
5,
stuff.
6.
That's because it's Superman, but like,
Yeah,
like it's not.
and
Like some kids will sit down and watch it, they'll like it,
it's
but
nothing compared
I
to
don't
what the
know.
comics look like because comics is not the comics. They could get it's very more adult than the movies, TV
Yeah,
shows.
yeah, I
That
agree. It's a decent movie sideways. I just think
yeah.
like when you go on Twitter and like the amount of people who are like talking about this movie, I'm like, yeah, I don't see people talking that highly about this movie in like 5 years. You know what I mean? Like I think people will realize that it's a good movie. It was a good starter, but I don't think it's like. I think we could get better Superman movies after this. You know what I mean? Like I
Oh,
don't think there's like, and if the comparison is Man of Steel, then you're
it's,
like, it's kind of stupid, right? It's like the comparison really should be to Christopher Reeves because it uses the theme and the score. And I was even telling my friend that like
yeah.
this movie is missing that moment where like you like look at the first Superman movie where he goes back and he saves Lois Lane. It's missing something like that, but it's also missing the action scene with the score. Like they use the
Oh
score
yeah, that's a good
so
point.
often that
Yeah.
it almost like when he does all the tricks and the flips, it's like I don't know, it's not you're not feeling it. You're not like it's cool, but it's like I feel so removed from it compared to like Mr. Terrific where it's like the music's playing, his style of fighting and his using his technology, you're like, "Whoa, this is like refreshing. This is new. This is cool." But this Superman, it's like he's spinning around and you're like, "Okay, I mean, I want to see Superman like, grab something and start spinning and like whip it and it's this massive thing. Like something like that you want to see or Superman like punching through walls
Oh
and like
yeah.
holy shit, right? Like, getting beat up where you're like, damn, or like Superman like using his powers in a way that's like, whoa, this or like flying and chasing people, like doing something that feels like, whoa, this is Superman. But like twirling around and like fighting all these like flying army dudes, it's like I don't know, it's like eh, it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm just it, it's not bad. I just
Hmm.
not I just didn't feel it. That's really what I want to say. Like I didn't feel that like holy
Uh,
shit moment.
also Batman versus Superman, the world building stuff. Yeah, like well, nobody wanted to see Batman and Superman the first
Mm,
time together live action movie,
no.
whatever, face each other.
There's no way y'all are saying this is mid. I don't think this is mid. I don't think this is mid. I think this is a very good summer movie to watch. It's got a lot of good laughs. It's got a lot of good sequences that are just not Superman related. Like he fights the kaiju and the kaiju is like it's cool and stuff, but then it's like
Yeah,
here's the Justice Gang coming in and then they take it down and then you're like, "Oh, okay. That's
the
cool. I like
kaiju.
Guy Gardner." And like
Yeah,
him
he is an
like
asshole.
jamming his needle into the thing's eye,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, and they're trying to take out the eye. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like yeah, or even when they escape the pocket dimension, it's like the pocket dimension, I don't know, something it needed to like it's like so again, it's like so much things are happening, but it's
Like
not happening in the right place
I
for the
want,
emotional impact. That's
I
really what
want,
I want to say.
Luthor should explain more about the pocket dimension, how he came to be. Like,
Well, they
what
kind
did?
of did explain. They said it was Lex. I mean, Mr. Terrific explains it, but
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, this is illegal. Like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, this could be disastrous. Obviously, it was disastrous. There's a
Of
black
course.
hole at the bottom of it, and it would have just like sucked up everything. So it's like, and I get it's like this is a week of Superman, right? But it should have been a week of just Superman. Let's see Superman take on everything in 7 days of the week, 24 hours. He is going nonstop, and he has no help. And that I feel is not what the movie delivered. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like it delivered on everything else except that, and also a good character arc for Superman to be
A
like,
minus cinema score. It just got.
yeah, A minus.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Obviously, I think people were expecting an A, but an A minus is, I think, it's decent.
Yeah. It's, yeah. I mean, it's a good movie. Good movies A minus is good. I mean, I'd be surprised if a good
Yeah,
movie gets a B. Um,
true. The music was missing. Yeah, they played that score too often, and I did like the ending where
yeah,
he's
they
looking
did.
at his family and stuff. I like that, but it needed more of that. It needed more of like his family coming in and like like
Metamorpho.
it's called it was originally called Superman Legacy, and it really should have been about Superman reflecting on what he wants his legacy to
Yeah.
be, and how just because his parents, because I actually didn't like, once I saw it on screen, I actually didn't mind that his parents had this like twisted view, because like when you go back and you listen to what was going on and like, let's say the original Superman movie, I'm just gonna compare the original Superman movie, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Um,
Oh, I hope you're not going out. I hope he's not
it's
going out, guys.
like
Shit. Oh no, you're kind of buffering.
the dad was, you know what I mean? They're not as intelligent as us. They're not, baby in the rocket teaching him all this stuff, right? Until eventually here he is. And I wish you saw more of that, like him going to his support group and asking
Yeah.
them like, what do you think I should do about this? That's what I wish the movie was about. But
How
yeah,
do you
I think it would
about
have made a for a great movie.
like how do you do Zod now? Because his father wanted what Zod basically wants. How do you do that? Uh,
I don't even think they're gonna do Zod.
yeah.
I don't even think they're gonna bother, because yeah, I don't. I mean, they could always change it and do something different, but
PC Gamers hated the film. Well, my
yeah,
mom
they
said
did.
he probably liked it.
It doesn't even matter. It's literally called Superman Legacy, dumbass. Um, that's it's not, but okay. Geeks and what was it? Another
Pretty
concern I
much,
have for this Superman
Pierce
is
Pierce Morgan
uh
did the whole thing on that on the Superman. Is it?
yeah. Hold on, I want to read Sideways comment. Another concern I have for this Superman, in the future they might gotta make DCU heroes fighting Superman villains with no Superman, if you get what I'm saying. In the future they might gotta make DCU heroes fighting Superman
Well,
villains. Like what do you mean, like Brainiac or like bigger Superman villains? That
okay. Let me see.
I'm not sure
Another
what you mean.
concern I have for Superman in the future, they might gonna make DC heroes fighting Superman villains. Maybe like you know how sometimes you have a villain that say a Batman villain, but from time to time
Mhm.
will face another hero, but not Batman. Say the Joker will face Superman or Wonder Woman. There's times where
Mhm.
Darkseid was facing Wonder Woman in the comics. I think that's what he might mean.
Right.
I mean, Marvel does that. I mean,
Yeah, Brainiac versus Justice League. Like, yeah, I mean, the this movie, I don't know what they would do for a sequel. Would it be Superman versus the Authorities? Because that was another thing too that I was talking about with my friend. Like that in this movie they introduced Planet Watch, which
I love that
I
Planet
don't
Watch.
know if this is what, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think that was like them trying to set up Stormwatch, which is supposed to be the
Yeah,
successor of, or the predecessor of the Authority. Did I say that right?
yeah.
they're established first, and then they fall, and then the Authority is established. And I thought that that's what maybe Rick Flag was kind of wanting, was like he wanted his own superhero team of metas, and to basically control the rest. So
Well,
I don't. So I mean, I don't know if that's what they
I
were trying to set up
I
there,
have this
but
is I have no proof of this because this is the first movie. I think
Planet
Superman's
Watch
gonna
is
ask.
Stormwatch,
I
yes,
think
yeah.
Superman in the future is gonna ask Lex Luthor for help. I think there's gonna be a thread out there where he's gonna ask Lex Luthor for help.
Probably, but that's going to be a very long time because
Yeah,
that's
I love that.
this Lex is so obsessed. He's
Yeah,
so he's so
but
driven.
if there's this Dawn or Dark Side or whatever Brainiac out there wants to know what to do to Earth, and
Yeah.
you know how much Lex Luthor hates, because this movie has showed how much he hates aliens and metahumans.
Yeah.
He might have no choice to line himself
Mm,
with the person he hates the most,
right.
because he doesn't want to get taken over. The worst thing of him, what scared him the most about Superman in this film was Superman potentially taking over the world or whatever. Like, right?
Mm,
Like, even Rick
yeah, for
Flag,
sure.
even at the end. Remember the guy Rick Flag was watching, watching at the end with the guy beside him, and the guy beside him's like, "Now we're letting the
Hmm.
metahumans run things." That's not a good thing, right? You're letting the metahumans run things. That's scary to hear, man.
Right.
Remember that. Uh, but I definitely think Lex Luthor will. I wouldn't call it redeeming, but Lex Luthor's definitely coming back. He's going to Belle Reve. I'm wondering why Belle Reve is not
Yeah,
Stryker.
he's probably going to be the one that's in Peacemaker. Um, yeah, I mean they're
I think he's gonna do. I think he's gonna form Justice League Doom. I think they're gonna have a Doom, Legion of Doom. They just need other
yeah,
movies.
I mean you could definitely see this Lex more so than actually the Lex in the comics assembling the
Yeah,
um yeah, because he's so unhinged. He's so like so unhinged and thinking
yeah,
of all these like crazy radical ideas.
yeah.
Um,
Like, because you watch the animated series that Lex, right? That Lex is so
mhm.
calm and control,
Yeah,
but he'll become unhinged. Like, but he
yeah.
doesn't become
That
unhinged.
Lex is like very like strategist. I can't even say the word. He's like
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like he's very like planning, like knows like he's trying to be one step ahead of Superman, but it never works out, and he's very calm and
yeah.
collective,
And then,
right? Well, this one is he's like he's like itching. He's like itching,
yeah, yeah.
where
It's
he's
just
like one thing will make him have a mental breakdown.
yeah. It's just because this Lex is obviously a younger Lex. The one anime
Hmm.
series is not a younger Lex. You could tell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the anime series one is very calm and control, but he does get a hint at times when things don't go his way, right?
Hmm.
Because Lex is always like that. Like Lex has always been known most of the time calm and control, but he'll get on hinge when things don't go his way. As the more
Right.
he goes, and the more his obsession into Superman. This one, right away, right away. I mean, it's actually Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was just
Yeah. His was just. I mean, his was like I don't know, trying to be like
quirky.
quirky or like I don't even know what to describe it, but it just didn't work. It just doesn't work. Well, this one it's like this one feels like he like he's not really a one man operation.
No,
But like yeah, like I like the fact that yeah, I know people want Lex to be a one man operation, but I feel like
Lex is
in this
usually never
context
a
it
one man.
works better.
Lex has never been really a one man operation. He's always had people work for him, or
Yeah, for sure, but I mean yeah,
yeah.
but I mean like more so in the sense where I mean like
I just
it almost seems like he's planning out and doing everything and he has like the people I don't know how to describe it. It just like this one it's like I said, he was like the movie director
oh
and he had his crew of
I
people,
just
like his cronies, and he
I
was
just like
all
the
directing
ending.
them and all that stuff. Like I like
I
that
just
element.
like I like Lex's realization, like at the ending, when
Mm,
everybody found out the truth about how he was manipulating the war, and he was crying a little bit, He saw the tears,
right.
like oh, I just like that. It's
Yeah, the
like
tears, the just the defeat.
yeah, it's like oh fuck.
Um One question, should James Gunn return directing or write
Jesse,
Superman 2?
Jesse Eisenberg wasn't Lex Luger. What?
Yeah, he was Alex Luthor, yeah, whatever.
It's
Yeah,
the same
should James
thing. No,
Gunn return?
Lex Luthor is short for Alexander.
Yeah, should they learn to direct and write Superman, or should he be a producer and focus on being a CEO? Should
He's
probably
gonna.
move on to another project and give someone else Superman.
He's
That's kind of my
he,
take. Unless
he's gonna.
it's
He's gonna
authority
direct it though.
related.
He's gonna direct it.
Mm, if he does direct it, I hope, I really, really hope he takes like, don't, because this is my issue, right? Like, a lot of the praise that I seen with the movie, I felt like it was kind of, no offense, hyperbole. I like, I don't really see how you could compare the Superman to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I think that's a bit, especially because that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man actually has a relatable arc, and he goes through something that makes his triumph greater. While this Superman, I feel you don't have that. He goes through something like a questioning period, but there's never like a moment where he gives up being Superman, or he just says,
No, yeah,
that's it. Like, yeah, he gives himself in, but it's like he's giving himself, or like, going in to get arrested because he's like, I want to save my dog, right? Or I want to save,
that's something Superman would do.
crypto. Yeah, but
That's
like I wanted more like existential crisis Superman going like, wait a minute, if my parents are actually these like terrible people, the
I.
Kryptonian parents, like, does that invalidate what I'm
I
doing
mean,
now? And
I
like,
mean,
should I just give up? More
I
of
mean,
that would have been nice.
he should have gone to Batman. Batman would have told him, "Yeah, don't give yourself up."
Yeah, but that would have never made for an interesting
I
story.
know.
If he's the one who has to grapple with it, and he has to make all the decisions, and at the end of the tunnel he goes, no, what really matters is my own decision and what I believe in, and what I
Yeah,
believe is right, because I want to make sure people on this planet or anywhere is safe, and people are taken care of, and people are, they can live a nice life, right? Like, that's what was missing. And for this entire time, like, James Gunn was like, oh yeah, this movie's about happiness, about how, it's cool to be nice, it's cool to
I
be
just,
all these things. And it's
you know
like,
what,
eh,
I like. You know what? You know when Superman found out he didn't. His by his parents. What the other half of the message is. I like to see him more devastated by that when. Because like when I watched the Batman, now Batman is a better movie. I'm sorry, it's a more realistic movie. Batman is the better movie than this because it feels more like a non-comic book movie, and I think non-comic book movies. Because I do think comic book characters, comic book genre, you could produce them on like produce and make a movie where it doesn't feel like a comic book movie. And I think the Batman feels
yeah.
like that, right? So when Bruce Wayne
Yeah,
found
the
out that
Batman is
his
a
father,
much, much better movie, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'm just saying, Blind. When Bruce
Sorry
Wayne
if
found out about his
can you hear me
father
now?
maybe in cahoots, yeah, I can hear you. Maybe in cahoots with Falcone about getting a reporter killed. That devastated him.
Hmm.
That devastated him,
Right.
right? That devastated him to where the point
Hmm.
where he confronts Falcone, and he's also in the hospital with Alfred, and he told him, "Have a father killed." Yeah, good man, having someone killed. I want to
Right.
see that. Yeah, I want to see Superman a little bit more devastated. Like,
Yeah, I think it was, like I said, I think it was a lacking, like, a real hard gut punch to
yeah,
Superman. Like, he was beaten, and he was like devastated physically, but I don't think you didn't really
so
feel
did
his
most.
emotional devastation.
Yeah,
Because like they have that scene where he's in there and he's like arguing with the Justice Gang, but it was so like, I don't know, it was like a little like, like Guy Gardner's like big blue, and then Hot Girl is, like all of them had like no sympathy whatsoever. And then I found it funny that in like other scenes they were like, yeah, I guess Superman's our friend. You're like, what?
so they've been.
Superman's your friend and you treat him like a piece of shit? What are we talking
Yeah,
about here?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like, I know they went to go save him and help him, but it was like, Yeah, that doesn't matter as much as him feeling like emotionally devastated that his whole worldview is falling in on itself. You know what I mean? It was just like,
The
yeah, and I
only
know
one
Guy Gardner's an asshole, but like, and Mr. Terrific is like all the characters are cold then in that case, because it's like Hawk Girl was just an asshole too. Like they're all assholes, right?
Hot Girl was a waste in this film. Hot Girl was like
Yeah, I don't think she was like the best part of the movie.
no, like out of the three from the Justice Gang, Hot
Yeah,
Girl was definitely
I would say Mr. Terrific. Oh, my only gripe with Mr. Terrific was I'm like, why does he sound like Robert Downey Jr. from Tropical Thunder?
yeah he
Like in
does.
this like I'm like, okay, I get it's like the black
Best
exploitation accent, but I was like, I don't know about that, but
best
um
to worst.
yeah,
Best
Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and Hawk
yeah,
Girl.
same
Guy
order.
Guy Gardner,
Yeah.
I don't know, Guy Gardner, he's not he doesn't have like he does have like very funny scenes, you know, the
It's,
middle finger scene and
see
him in
see
the Hall of
you're
Justice and
talking about
stuff. I
Mr.
liked all that.
Terrific. You're talking about Mr. Terrific getting his own show. Maybe dive more into Mr. Terrific. But I would like to know
Mhm.
about Guy Gardner, how he became Green Lantern. Maybe that'll be explained in the Lanterns.
Yeah, I think that would be explained in Lantern.
But
But
what
Hawk
leaves Hawk
Girl,
Girl? Where's it leaves her, right? Like
yeah, I don't really care about Hawk Girl. By the way, Maxwell Lord wasn't even in this movie. He has one line in
he
the movie.
yeah, he was cast to be in this movie, but he doesn't have one line in this movie. And
Yeah,
he's gonna have more of a role in that Suicide Squad, right? No,
or
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I
of course
like
he does.
Peacemaker's cameo. That was funny. A
We're
lot of
gonna
people in the theater laughed at
we're gonna have
that. That
Pedro
was great.
Pascal. Pedro Pascal is gonna end up back in the DCU. It's gonna do Marvel and DCU. It's
Hawk
gonna
Girl is the best member of the Justice League because I
because you
okay.
know why? You know why? Because the
Um,
same actress who
I'm
played
not even
Dina.
going to finish the sentence.
It's because she
Nah,
played
she
Dina in Last of
was.
Us.
I
Same
didn't. I didn't
actress.
like the whole shrieking thing. She did have one
No, I
good
hated
scene when
that.
she dropped the president. When she dropped the president on the thing, that was great. But
Yeah. I thought
nah, I
you know
didn't
what I thought
really.
about the
I didn't really
president.
care
I
that
thought the
much.
president was a metahuman. I thought the president was gonna end up being a metahuman.
Yeah, I thought he would have
I
been an alien or some shit.
yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah. I thought he was not human. I thought he was like a metahuman or like an alien. I thought it'd be like
Yeah, he's
I
from
don't
the
know.
yeah, but it felt so out of place in the movie where I'm
Yeah,
like, he sounds literally like Robert Downey Jr. and I'm like, why? Like, I get it, but it's like it felt so weird in comparison to everybody else. And you're like, okay, that feels weird, him, and nobody like acknowledges his like deadpannedness, and it's like, like I can only imagine like people who like don't know much about the character and like I don't even really think they touch on the fact that he's supposed to be like the world's smartest man. They don't really talk
no,
much about that. Um, yeah, it almost like I said, it feels like the characters that are introduced, it's like it's not their movies, but yet
Peacemaker.
these are like some of these characters. I mean, no, I think Hawk Girl, Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, and like was Mr. Terrific in a CW show?
Yes, he was Arrow.
Okay,
So was Hawk Girl.
was Hawk Girl? Okay, so but like
Gardner was as
still,
well.
I mean, like to be fair, still like it's still these are new characters to live action with
Peacemaker.
a lot of lore behind them.
The Peacemaker cameo is perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. And I also wonder too, like, did anybody think about this too? Like, why did James Gunn specifically pick these characters? Like, did anybody like
I mean, I can understand Guy
was there
Gardner.
like a reason?
I can understand Guy Gardner maybe for the Lantern show. I can understand that, but I don't know about the other two. Maybe.
Like, because I feel like wouldn't it have been better to pick characters that might have been more connected with the Superman lore?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I
like Steel or
maybe
like
maybe not like Superman adjacent characters, but like Superman like interacts with them on a regular basis on the Justice League. You know what I
oh,
mean? Like so, like I don't know, because I
everybody's gonna
don't
say
think he's
Batman.
ever said. No, he doesn't need to be Batman or
No,
Wonder
I know,
Woman,
but that's
but
what everybody wants. Everybody wants
what
when Superman
the
interacts with
hell is
the
going on here? There's
what?
a buggy? This guy's got a sand dune buggy? What the fuck?
Mm.
I'm outside,
Where's
so
okay? Yeah.
Peacemaker was perfect. Yeah, no complaints about that.
Shazam already,
Peacemaker is
man.
always gonna be great. What
Some hate,
happened?
some hated the Peacemaker cameo. Okay, I wonder who.
Of course they are.
I wonder who.
Someone said Captain Adam. That would have been a little bit too much, or Shazam. I don't know.
Shazam.
I like the characters are fine.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's the like logic or
we
reason
have to be
behind them and
careful.
not other characters?
We have to be
That's
careful.
just my thing.
Some characters do need origin stories, origin movies. Okay, we have to be
Hmm.
careful. I know this universe is kind of established, but some of them do need origin stories or stuff like that, right? They kind of do need it,
Yeah, of course.
right? Um, Characters, especially Captain Atom, you can't just have a movie. I don't know if we can ever do a Captain Atom movie, but a Captain Atom movie that needs an origin. Sorry,
Hmm.
because
No,
like
for
nobody,
sure, for sure.
nobody.
I just kind of I hope like there's um like James Gunn does like some commentary on this movie and like
Yeah,
kind of
maybe
like going into more details because I yeah, like I said, I don't
maybe the
understand
panel,
all of the creative decisions.
Peacemaker panel, maybe something could come in. Maybe they'll answer some questions in the future. Just
Maybe. But
right.
like here's an example. They begin the crawl with 3 days, three, right? 3 centuries, three
Yeah, metahuman. Yeah,
decades, right? Like
yeah,
3 years, three, you know what I mean? And it's
yeah.
like what was the significance of the three?
That's Trinity. I don't know. The three, the
Yeah.
Trinity. Like,
I just question all of
you
the
think you think they should do all the you think they should do a crawl for other DC movies or just Superman? Like,
mm,
like how do you do one for Batman? I mean, we don't need the Batman's origin, but
you
you
would
can do like
have
a
to.
crawl.
You would have to do one for Batman, of
Well,
course.
you're gonna say like
No,
many
this
many years
Batman has
ago.
been established for 10 years. He has
Which
all these different Robins. There's the Bat
you
family.
have to
There's
start, but you have to
you
start off
have to
with.
explain all that.
You have to start. Yeah, you do. You have to start off with basically 25 years, 30 years ago in the alley. The death of the Reigns created.
Yeah.
Gotham's greatest hero.
Yeah, I don't mind if they do like actually honestly, I
I would
think
ask
what they
on that.
should do, you know how at the start of a comic when you read it, it's like a summary? They
Yeah,
should
I
do
like
like
that.
a visual summary where it's like the where it's like we see all of these things
Yeah,
happening and then it's like bang, here's where it starts. That would be cool, right? Do an
just
opening
don't make
crawl with
when they
visuals.
introduce Batman and a more veteran Batman, like not a, just don't make the same mistake as Zack Snyder did. Don't make him an
Mhm.
angry, bitter, that kind of vengeful Batman. All right, just don't do
Nah,
that.
he'll be different. But okay, but let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Okay. Twitter is glazing this movie hard. Hard,
I
hard,
know they are.
hard.
I know they are, and I am kind of too. I'm exaggerating a bit because it's
Like like the way that they're hyping this up, I was expecting to be blown away a little bit. I don't think I was fully blown away, like I said. In fact,
you weren't.
I think one of my predictions was I think Fantastic Four
I s-
actually might be the better movie. That's my hot take.
well, I'm not sure if it's
Now
gonna be
that
the
I've
better
seen
movie.
Superman,
I'm not sure if it could be the better movie. It could possibly be, but I still think it'll make more than Superman.
because here's why I think
I think it'll
it
make
might
more.
be the better. Here's my argument. We'll come back. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Right? It is what it is. But my argument is one. Fantastic Four has it's in a new universe. It has some interesting world building, some interesting aesthetics. The
That's
story is, despite it being about Galactus, that's a relatively self-contained story about the coming of Galactus. And we're introducing the four characters, and we're probably going to get a
Well,
good amount of
you gotta introduce
their
new people.
past and where they are right now. And I think there's going to be some arc, a
Yeah,
better arc for the Fantastic Four than Superman. That's my prediction
yeah, like Superman, they're kind of
as it
established
stands right
already.
now.
They're both
We will see.
they're both established, but there are gonna be time jumps in the Fantastic Four movie. That's for sure. They are established team
Mhm.
like Superman. Um,
Yeah, it's established, but I think they're gonna do handle like the origin or explaining their origins better in
well,
that movie. That's my
a little bit.
guess.
I kind of already know a little bit of their origins because I read the prequel. So if you read the prequel, you
Hmm.
know some stuff. If you know about Mole Man, if you leaks, whether you
Yeah,
read the
after
leak.
watching this movie, I think the comparisons are, I think they're fair to
I mean,
make.
they're always gonna do the comparisons between if a Marvel movie and a DC movie come out around the same time, whether it's in the same month or a month apart. There's always gonna be a comparison. It's how it goes.
Mm.
It's it's just always. I
The
mean, Silver.
zeros made the better the zeros. Sorry, the zeros made the movie better. Lots of people said good shit about Superman just to dunk on the zeros, including me.
Me too. And, I mean, look, the Wad's close crew, they're losing big time. The Snyderverse, they're losing big time.
Yeah, they're
Because
losing big time.
it's going to make more than Man of Steel.
Oh yeah, good. I'm not against this movie making money. This movie needs to make as much money as possible so we can continue to
Do
get
you think,
more of James Gunn's universe. That's
yeah,
what I
it's
would
on
want.
pace. I mean, it's on pace to make more Man of Steel, right? 200, last time we did 200 opening week worldwide. That's good, right? Like,
Hmm.
all right. They'll tell you, you need to make 1 billion to be successful.
Hmm.
Well, that's harsh
No, it
critic.
doesn't. It doesn't
Harsh
need,
critic
need
said
to
that.
make a billion. It's gonna make a decent amount of money. It's gonna be,
So,
it's
so,
gonna be
so,
okay.
so
DC. If this is, by the way, if this is uh the bar and it gets better, then, or if this is like every movie after is like the same level, then DC will be in a better place.
it's got a
Because this
pace to
was
make.
this
Yep.
on pace to make yeah, into an Xbox pretty much. Not even an Xbox, the Ouya.
Like 7 trillion.
Yeah,
It's a Jimmy on
7 trillion. The guy who didn't see the movie is saying it needs to make $7 trillion, huh?
no, like harsh critic, right? Like harsh critic, if it's not successful, it makes 1 billion. So like blind, if the Snyderverse stumps come back, if Zack Snyder does come back to direct a
Hmm.
Superman movie, that I could say that needs to be 1 billion, make 1 billion to be successful, right? I can use that same
I
argument.
don't, I don't, I guess.
You see how stupid? You see how stupid
S-
those points they make?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Snyder fans need to give up, and yeah, they'll give up. Like when we're like 5 movies deep, they'll we won't be hearing about them. We won't be hearing about them. So
What do you think of Supergirl's appearance at the end? Uh,
yeah, I liked it. I mean they're clearly doing the Woman of Tomorrow, which is gonna be interesting. Um, which, by the way, again, I guess another prediction I'll make. I think that movie is gonna be better than this movie.
I think it'll make less though, but I think it's gonna make
I
it
think
be
I think it will make less, but I now think that this Supergirl will have a better story than this movie if it's based on
little
the
bit, little
the
bit. It
Woman
is.
of Tomorrow.
The villain is from the same graphic novel. The villain of the movie is from the graphic novel. I
Yeah,
know
and
that.
they did have her
Lobo
drunk
isn't
and
though.
stuff, which is from that comic.
There is
So,
there is a bounty hunter in Woman of Tomorrow graphic, but it's not Lobo. But Lobo they added Lobo
mm,
for star power for the film because it wasn't a very
mm,
high star powered film, right? Because Millie Alcock, I mean, like she's not really she's on the rave, but she's not there yet. So they needed
yeah,
star power for that film, and Jason Momoa is Lobo, and that's the star power. Jason Momoa was the biggest star of that film,
hmm,
right? Like
yeah,
David Corn said. I mean, yeah, he's been to some stuff, other stuff like Twisters, but you add him with
he's
Nicholas Hoult, who's been in bigger films, right? Like X-Men, right?
right.
Bigger star than David Cornsett, more recognizable. Rachel Brosnahan is more recognizable. Uh, I mean, you can easily say David Fillion is a little bit more. It's more recognizable. Eh,
Hmm.
right. Even Isabel Marcel might be a little bit more recognizable. Right.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, after this movie, I don't know.
no. After this movie, he's Superman, man. That's gonna get him more roles, right? That's
Yeah.
gonna get him.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, it could be that Superman curse.
He is. He has another
That
movie.
that
He has another.
inexcusable Superman
He is.
curse.
He did film another movie, but it's like it's a sports movie. It's basically about the
Mm,
last draft pick in the 1983 NFL draft. I don't know why they're doing a movie about that. I don't know
mm,
why, but he's that.
right.
Um, Martian Manhunter been in Superman. Guy
Mm,
Gardner, Nathan Fillion said he's happy that in because he's confirmed he's going to be in Lanterns, but he'll get to see the F word a lot. They'll let him off the
yeah,
chains.
yeah. I mean, Martian Manhunter would have been an interesting choice.
It would have to
I
be
don't
a
know. I
suspicious
just kind of
character.
I don't mind the characters that were in the movie. I just kind of like I just didn't see what they had to really contribute to what Superman was going
I,
through emotionally. That was
you know
more
what I
my
love?
issue.
You know what I love in this film? Steve Lombard. Oh my god, that guy's hilarious. The guy from
Yeah, he
Saturday
was
Night
pretty
Live.
funny.
From SNL, Saturday Night Live, he always ribs on Clark all the
Hmm.
time. Yeah, he's funny. Steve Lombard. Um,
Yeah. I like Perry White when everybody was like freaking out and he's just like sitting there in the chair, like, tell me all the fucking details. I like that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, like I just feel like it's like
I mean, yeah,
the supporting cast, like when they do a crossover with all the Justice League, like you want to see these characters there too. You know what I mean? It felt like people were gonna almost like how people love like the supporting cast of like the MCU characters. Like these work so well. You know what I mean? I think to some degree it feels like James Gunn does work better with multiple characters and like
yeah.
giving depth to those characters. Um
This could be
and
a
I
May. Lanterns will be a May.
yeah, I don't know. I think they're I kind of hope somebody else takes Superman though. Because I feel like there's just something here that I think can definitely be improved upon. And if it is James Gunn, I don't mind, but I kind of
I
hope it's better next time.
I do like how Superman in this film, even how bad how the stuff Alexa's done, he even
Hmm.
believes Alexa could change, could do good. He even said
Hmm.
that before, right? And Lex got pissed off by hearing that.
Yeah, Lanterns is TVMA. It's on
Yeah, that
HBO.
that's MMA, which is
Yeah, the White Martian, Mr. Handsome. Yeah, I like that character.
I mean, if they did
He's-
Metro Manhunter in this film, it have to be like a mysterious him in a mysterious human form, like or something, like John
Hmm.
Jones detective. I don't know. What's his name?
Maybe.
What's this human from John Jones?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
James Gunn. Well, or if he did a Justice League team-based superhero DC film better than a standalone.
Mm,
Yeah, he
I
won't.
think so. I think so. Yes. I think at
I like
this rate,
that.
I think James Gunn would make a better Justice League movie than a standalone Superman movie. Yeah.
So,
I think to be honest, I think yeah, I after this, I don't think James Gunn should direct a solo character. I think he will when Superman. There's another one of my predictions when Superman is paired with the other Justice League members, regardless of who they are. I think he will shine much better.
you know what? You know what I think will make him shine off much better because I think Batman will challenge him a lot of things.
Hmm.
I think because Batman and Superman, every time you see him in movies or cartoons, wherever they meet, they rub off each other. Like whether they agree or disagree on stuff, they're just their chemistry.
Batman is the one I'm not sure about though,
Or
because I
James
feel
Gunn.
like I feel well, actually, speaking of that, like,
James
let's
Gunn would do a
say,
good
which
Flash.
at
He
this
would do a
point I
good
don't
Flash.
think will happen, but um, people want this Superman with Robert Pattinson. I don't think I'm a fan of that idea anymore after watching this
I
movie.
don't think this Robert Pattinson.
I think Robert Pattinson would outshine David
Yeah.
Corenswet every single time. I think he will outshine him.
Well,
Uh, so I think they need to find someone who's more on
the
his
worry I have,
pace.
the worry I have every time you get to do Batman and Superman in a live action movie, Batman's obviously outshines Superman. Because the thing is,
Yeah,
people would love Superman, obviously, but people love dark characters more now, like
but I think
Batman.
they just love Batman more. Batman is
Yeah,
just more of an interesting character. Robert Pattinson, like Robert Pattinson stole every single scene. Robert Pattinson had like he had the most
and he
he
didn't even have to talk much. He was just
he
face
didn't have to
spirit.
talk. The way he
The
moved,
mask, the mask.
the way he, you know when he busts in the club,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was like, yeah, I don't think I personally I don't think anybody could top that. I like Michael Keaton Batman. I think Christian Bale has some good elements. I think Ben Affleck didn't get his total shine, but I think Robert Pattinson brings something that just feels like damn, this guy's Batman. I don't even want to say that because that's too generic. This guy, he just like there's
he
so much style in his Batman. Like the way
he.
he like moves without speaking, the way like when everybody sees him, there's like almost like everybody just stands up.
Yes,
It's you know what I
yes,
mean? Like he's just like the you
yeah,
just is a draw. He's like a total draw. Um
yeah,
and that's why I feel like if he is paired with David Cornsweet, everybody's going to talk about Robert Pattinson and not David Cornsweet. Because David Cornsweet, I'm sorry, but he is not that type of actor, and he does not have a cool Superman that has that gravitas or that style that like is like refreshing, right? Like you know what I mean? Like when he comes in, there's no shot of like Superman really like walking
yeah. They're
with
gonna
his
have
cape
to.
flowing, and you're like, damn, that's fucking. They have all these shots, but it's all like kind of like I don't know, like when his eyes were burnt by Ultraman, and
Yeah,
then he
yeah,
kind of like the cape in slow motion. It's a cool shot, but it's like I think Henry Cavill has that what I'm talking about, but he's not a very good Superman in terms of
no.
the character and how he's talking and like who he actually is. But like I guess what people are saying aura. That's like the term now everybody uses. Like Henry Cavill has the aura of a Superman. You know what I mean? Like he
Hmm.
just like the way when he busts down a wall, the way where he comes in and you're like fuck. You know what I mean? Robert Pattinson has that. Certain type of actors have that. They have that like they bring more to the character than just what is on the
I
page.
remember Robert
It's like the
Patterson.
way that they
Remember Robert
you
Patterson?
guys know
People,
what I'm talking about.
yeah, but Robert. The thing about Robert Patterson, the thing about what people didn't see that because try that boy,
Yeah.
he proved them all wrong. Proved them all wrong with that.
Yeah,
I
they need like to train David Cornsweet to have that aura. You know what I mean? Like where he's just like when he moves and when he's like walking and when he's like busting and like the way he throws his punches, the way he like you know what I mean? Like he needs to feel like he's almost like doing something that his body can't even handle. Like there
yeah.
needs to be like reaction, there needs to be like intensity. I don't feel that from that Superman. Like I guess it's a nitpick. You could say it's a nitpick or whatever, but like that's what Robert Pattinson has. This Superman doesn't, and so you need a Batman who's on this level of this Superman. So As
The
much as
problem
I
is,
love Robert Pattinson and I would love to see him in a greater
problem,
universe, I don't think he should be in this universe.
the problem is Batman is usually played by a great actor,
Yeah.
like they
Well,
always
I
say.
say I say Theo James. That's my pick for
Theo
Batman.
James does have that aura. I mean, he does
Yeah.
have it. He's maybe a little older now because his 40s, but I agree with you,
Yeah.
Theo James. I
He
think he
has the
could.
voice.
Yeah,
I think he would bounce better off of David Cornsweet. He's very serious, tense,
yeah,
but he's not Robert Pattinson. Like I said, Robert Pattinson is a level of acting that I like before everybody didn't see the movie. It was like when he was cast as Batman, you just
try
knew
that
he was
boy.
gonna do something different. And now people get it. When you see the movie, like I said, go back, look at the way he busts in the club. Okay, the way he kicks down
Yeah,
that door
the
when the guy
floor.
closes and he swings in and the way he's moving his shoulders and then the guy throws the punch. The fact that you could see that scene and the music playing and everybody stops and is like, holy shit, that's fucking Batman in the fucking club beating up, and everybody's just like, we're gonna move back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that. That's right. That those are the things, little things, little tiny details. Matt Reeves understands that.
I mean, look, yeah, like the Batman we're gonna get is not like Robert Pattinson. The difference between Robert Pattinson's Batman and probably the DCU's Batman is that Robert Pattinson's Batman. So we only saw one movie. He's
One
angry.
movie,
Yeah,
one movie, and he was able to do that crazy stuff.
yeah, he's angry. He's angry. That Batman is angry, but through pain and through a lot of stuff, right? He's angry, right?
Mm,
He's you could tell. You could tell he's angry, right? And that whole movie is about his character development for Batman, for Bruce Wayne.
mm,
Basically, angry at the beginning, but there's a lot of dialogue in that movie. That's why the action. I mean, that people have a problem with the action. I think it's one of the. This might be the least action comic movie since the pandemic, right? Like,
mm.
can't think of any other comic movie that's low. Like the final scene in the final climax scene was not that long. Like,
No, but it's
right?
like it has. The thing is, it's not action focused, but it's full of like
Narrative focus,
suspense.
suspense and narrative focus, right? It's more
Yeah.
about story than about the action, right? Because
Like
story
the
is what.
way he turned, like the moment when he jumps in his Batmobile and he turns it on.
Yeah, when the pig wants shit in his pants
Yeah,
when he
everybody. Yeah, and he's
or when
driving down or when he's
upside
in the
down.
police the police station and he's getting shot at.
Yeah,
Like it's not even the fact that this Superman and that Batman is totally different. It's just that you have an actor who's operating at a higher caliber than David Cornsweet. David
I mean
Cornsweet is not. I mean, maybe he could be a Robert Pattinson, but he's not a
that's
Robert
the thing.
Pattinson. That's the thing.
That's the
He's just
thing.
not.
That's what I'm saying. David Corns is acting in a comic book movie. Robert Pattinson, yes, it's a comic book movie, but it's
Mm,
not really. It's not really. You're acting.
no.
You're turning up your acting for the Batman. And that's the thing about Batman in general, except for the Snyderverse Batman or the DCU. That's more comic book.
Mm,
Okay, but like, yeah, this is the highest. Ironically, the audience score is higher than Dark Knight.
really,
Yeah,
Superman.
yeah, 95 to 94. Dark Knight is a
Wow.
masterpiece of a film compared to this because the acting is incredible
Yeah,
throughout.
I don't. I mean, it's a fun movie. It get yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't think people are looking on it at that way. Like I don't
I
think
mean,
they're comparing it to other movies.
okay,
They're looking at the movie itself. But I know what you mean though.
the thing is, I'll give like Thunderbolts is the better overall story movie, but movie overall, I think story wise than this. I'll say this:
Mm,
I know Marvel, like with Chris, sometimes actors and actresses probably don't act up to the best of their ability. In Thunderbolts, they have, especially Florence Pugh. I think she
mm.
has definitely.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Thunderbolts has the better story for sure.
yeah, yeah.
For sure. And I think yeah, Batman. Is this yeah, like a lot of the stuff people are saying, like, is this comparable to Christopher Reeves? No, the first movie, no.
No.
I don't really think so. I think that Superman just he had a lot of jokes. The way his frame, the way that he uh physically moved, right?
Hmm.
It might be old or quote unquote outdated, but no. And I also feel like um I don't like Man of Steel, but like I said, I thought Henry Cavill had massive potential that was wasted. And you could see that he also had some presence. So I would also say that too. I
He's
feel
definitely
like
a
the
character.
best comparison to this Superman is Tom Holland Spider-Man. Someone who can definitely be great over time.
Yeah.
He is not the worst Superman, right? I think Brendan Ralph definitely is the worst Superman, by far in terms of movie presence. Um,
That movie. I mean, Brandon Ruff, like that movie overall, nobody was good. I mean, like,
yeah, I don't think if we're gonna compare all these actors, he's definitely
yeah,
definitely by far the worst. Um, yeah,
yeah.
I I do I yeah, I mean it is what it is. I do hope they kind of use the Superman more so we can get used to him and see him more and he can kind of get his chance to really turn and form into the character where it almost becomes like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I'm concerned for Brave and the Bold as well.
Well, yeah, I know
Yeah,
you are.
definitely. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, after you see the Batman, do you really want to see Brave and the Bold? Like maybe for the Bat family, yes, but not for
Problem is,
Batman.
the thing is, the Batman
Not for
universe.
Batman.
If you the Batman universe, that the both the movies got nominated for some Oscars. The show Penguins got nominated for
Hmm.
Golden Globes, the Emmys. I mean, the Batman is going to be the better universe than the DCU versus the Batman, no matter
But for
what.
sure, without a doubt.
Like no, like that's the
Like
thing.
yeah, my most anticipated movie of anything is the Batman Part Two.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
mean, that's what,
Batman Part Two, I'm gonna watch that like dozens of times in theaters. I'm gonna be there every single fucking day to see that movie.
and the thing is, it's the only DC movie coming out that year.
20 at least for now.
Yeah, well, they said
Hope
two
things will
movies,
change.
right? But does that mean two movies of DCU or two movies in general from DC Studios?
Probably two movies from DC Studios.
Yeah, but they haven't announced anything for 2027. I mean, like, sorry, but
Not
like
yet.
Sergeant Rock, nobody's gonna care about Sergeant Rock. And sorry, if you're really planning to try to build up the Justice League, make them characters more iconic to eventually lead to a Justice League movie, you can't do a Sergeant Rock movie. Sorry,
Mm,
you have to do with some of the main core Justice League members. You have to do Batman. You have to do Wonder Woman. You have the Lanterns. You have to do Flash. You might have to do Aquaman. If you're planning to do Justice League movie, you have to build up the popular characters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
mm,
Like, Marvel couldn't do that because they didn't have the rights to, but eventually they did. I mean,
mm.
nobody's gonna see a Sergeant Rock movie. The only people are gonna see Sergeant Rock movie. I guarantee you it has recipe for like 300 million box office. The uh, but I don't know, man. Like the future of this. I mean, it's a good start. It's it's a good start, right? Like they have to continue building up with Supergirl, Lanterns, and Clayface. I mean, Supergirl. I don't know how much Clayface is gonna be in the overall schemes of the DCU. It might just be related to Batman, right? Not overall in the DCU, but like with the overall story, whatever they're going for. But like Supergirl and Lanterns might be right now. Like some theories might be some people think Vandal Savage might be one of the first big bads. Vandal Savage, because of the idea that metahumans has been around for some while. Uh, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting if they had Vandal Savage or him impersonating someone in Superman. Like maybe like JSA fought him in the past or something. I don't know. Blindy's still there? Oh no, he disconnected. Okay. But yeah, you got disconnected.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at something on my phone, but I am getting tired now. I'm outside here and the mosquitoes are coming at me. I hate the fucking mosquitoes.
Oh, you want to go inside then?
Uh, yeah, 'cause I'm tired. I woke up early and shit. What did Anthony here say? I wonder how Clayface will do. I think Clayface is I'm looking forward to that. Seeing how where that goes. Um, Clayface, yeah. Yeah, I think the DCU I think it has a good start. I think there's a lot of potential here. Um, yeah, but I do think I don't think we have the definitive Superman movie just yet.
So yeah, the thing about Brave and the Bold, it should come out after Batman Part Two. They're not going to release
Yeah,
two Batman movies
whenever
in the
that
same
would be.
year. It's the same year. But could
Still
that
100
possibly?
degrees. It's
Could that,
hot out here.
it's hot everywhere. Could that possibly confuse people, even if it's a year after? Wait, Batman Brave and the Bold is. Wait, some people might think Batman Brave and the Bold is a continuation to the Batman. Here's the
Right.
thing. You know how Superman and Supergirl changed their names to Superman and Supergirl, right?
Mhm.
Batman Brave and the Bold cannot really change their name just to Batman. I don't think.
Hmm.
Because the Batman. Like, you can't really just change the Batman. You have to keep it as Brave and the Bold.
Mhm.
Like, uh, yeah, but you think of I mean, some people think suggesting Vandal Savage.
No, I don't even think they should do big bads. I think they should focus especially after this movie. I focus on, you know, emotional stories, focus on stories with impact. Like if you're gonna do a Justice League movie, maybe do Tower of is it Tower of Babel or Babylon, whatever it's
Yeah,
called,
yeah, Babel.
Batman and has all the secret plans and it's stolen. Like do things like that, right? Like don't jump into a big bad villain. Like, because I think this movie, I really do think
Tower of Babel might be that. Tower of
the
Babel
biggest
might be
problem
that.
with this movie is really just
I mean,
it loses that emotional impact that you want from
Brave
a story.
isn't Tower of Babel with race? I mean, there's Brave and the
Mm,
Bold. Supposedly that may have to do with the League of Assassins. I mean, Brave and the Bold could lead into that. I don't know.
mm. I think Lantern being a TV show was actually a good call because if it
But
was, because could you imagine if you have a movie with all these Green
there will be
Lanterns?
there will be a Lanterns movie eventually down the line.
If
I
the
think
show is a very good show, I don't want a movie. You know what I
I think
mean? Like I think that we'll see how that works out, but like I said, I don't want like just the spectacle. Like I feel like James Gunn, I feel like sometimes too, like after watching this movie, like I feel like James Gunn kind of talks a little too much
yes, that's what I said.
because yeah, it's like he said all this stuff and yet I feel like he has like too many thoughts of how things need to be, and I don't think they all really mesh as well as he thinks it does. Like I think I really think we should separate the whole cameo event movies from the emotional impact movies, and I think superhero movies should make more emotional impactful movies like what we have with the Thunderbolts or what what we
Sideways,
have with the Batman, things like that.
sideways. To answer your question in the DM chat,
Hmm.
James Gunn is a director first. Yes, he is running DC Studios, but he's running DC Studios on the creative side.
Hmm.
He's a director first, so he'll continue directing.
Right.
And whenever he leaves DC Studios, he'll probably continue directing.
Yeah. I think he should take a break though after this. It's a lot.
He never taking a break.
I,
Yeah,
I, I think he should because I think it is hurting his writing because I feel like the another problem, especially with Creature Commandos, was that it's like the characters are good and all that stuff like that, but it's like the story went nowhere.
I
You know,
know.
like the story doesn't make sense. The whole twist of it, it's you're like, and I feel like the Creature Commandos is similar to Superman. Now,
Oh
if
yeah.
Peacemaker is similar to all these other movies, then yeah, without a doubt, he needs to take a
You
break.
know, how I said that sometimes Marvel, some of their stories are always about the same thing, whether it's world domination
Hmm.
or genocide or shit like this. James Gunn is starting to fall in that trap with the same thing. Oh, world domination, basically, right?
Right.
Like, yeah, like I know it's a very deep, I know it's a very comic thing, world domination, but sometimes some stories, like Thunderbolts, Thunderbolts, the movie Thunderbolts, right? That was not about world
Hmm.
domination. It was about protecting the world, right? Sanctuary was created to protect the world, right? Supposedly, right?
Right.
And things go wrong, right? That's not about domination.
Hmm.
I like stories like that. I don't I like comic book movies and stories are about different things, like things like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think this movie was trying to do that, the whole slice of life of Superman, but
Yeah,
I don't think it
hibbity jibbity.
achieved it. Hibbity jibbity.
Oh yeah, I
There's
think.
a lot of hibbity jibbity
Did
with James Gunn for
did we
sure.
mention any other cameos? We mentioned Supergirl, Peacemaker. Rick Flag is not a cameo. Um,
No, but
Maxwell Lord.
he might as well be a cameo.
Maxwell Lord is kind of like a cameo. He was there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's there for like 2 seconds.
Um,
Peacemaker has a cameo. Supergirl has a cameo.
I said Peacemaker should. I said multiple times, and you heard me. Peacemaker should make a cameo in this movie, and I was right.
Yeah,
Right
he
again.
did.
Right again. AWO. Why am I not getting credit for anything?
Yeah, he
And
did.
Millie Alcock was not a cameo, guys. That was she was there for like 5 minutes at least at the ending.
No, 5 minutes. That was
Maybe
not 5 minutes. That was like
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
under 2 minutes. Like yeah, she's there and she's gone. Right?
Yeah, she was
They
partying.
establish her and yeah,
She was partying. She was
yes,
partying. She really is a teenager. Teenager.
yeah.
I think.
I also feel like I guess like to end it off. I guess like was it like the way that people are like, oh, it's like a comic book or whatever, and
Well,
like
duh.
I think it does feel like a Silver Age comic.
Yep.
But I also feel like
Oh,
I also feel like you know I think I wanted more of it.
I can't believe people fell for your Brainiac. You wouldn't be
I
that.
wanted more of the Silver Ageiness.
You really the one that came up with the Brainiac rumor and the Kyle Chandler rumor, the Atlantis rumor.
Yeah, just
Where did you
bullshit.
where did, where did you put that rumor on Reddit?
4chan.
Oh,
I get bored sometimes. Put it whatever.
because the cameos were not. I'm not the cameos. After the credit scenes are not really important.
No, it's like a joke. And then they have Crypto, him
Yeah,
sitting with Crypto on the
yeah, it's a
moon.
poster. Yeah, one of the posters is the mid credit scene, right?
Yeah.
That was the poster.
Yeah, but overall, I do like when I look back at the reviews too, I also feel like maybe it was just me, but I feel like some people kind of didn't articulate it as well as I thought they had. And I also feel like I don't know, when a movie like this there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of excitement, and I feel like within like a couple of months
you,
you'll like kind of
you
see
know what?
what the real standing is on
You know
this
what?
movie.
You know what franchise does that a lot? Marvel,
Marvel does that a lot for sure.
a lot.
But like I'm still like blown away with the comparisons to Tobey Maguire.
No,
I think that's such a bad comparison. I think that's just it's just too forced. It really is. It's like I don't see it. I like yeah, his Superman gets beats up and stuff. But it's like I don't know. I don't it's not like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man works because he's relatable, he's authentic to that age, right?
Yeah.
Like that like being in your 20s and like shit doesn't work out. Like that's why that movie is good. It's not because he gets beat up. It's because he gets beaten up and his life stinks, and that's reality. And you have to suck it up and move on and not abandon your purpose and abandon what your calling is just because things don't work out. That's the greatness of Spider-Man 2. That's why it's such a great movie. It's not that it's just a good comic book movie. It's just a great movie that you can put on and people will find themselves in it. That's what good movies are. That's what good storytelling is. Um,
He didn't say Tobey Maguire's not available. I don't know.
Tobey Maguire's not relatable. No,
All
he's
right.
obviously he didn't. He's trolling and shit.
Yeah,
Because I
35.
literally, I
I mean,
literally say that.
the actor was 35 years old as Peter Parker. He was kind of old.
Yeah,
Well,
this
David
Superman
Cor-
is definitely a nice guy.
I mean, Superman should be.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's like you know, I think TJ said it. He needed a really good monologue. I think that's what was missing. Like he has that monologue with like Lex Luthor where he's like, I cry, I this, but it's to Lex Luthor.
yeah.
He should have stand up with everyone saying that and watching him, right? Like it's like I feel like, because yeah, I do like that when he says that to Lex Luthor. He's like, I cry, I this, I that, I'm human because of all these different things, and but it's like Lex Luthor's not gonna understand that, right? Like Lex Luthor doesn't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, I guess it's true, I guess.
He's a bad guy. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Like say it when everybody's like that cinematicness, where it's like everybody's standing around and they're like, yeah, that's what I feel.
It would be funny if they started clapping. Superman saying that. They all started clapping. Like,
Yeah,
there
I
was
don't know.
no
That
clap.
it was like a monologue to the audience and not so much like a monologue to like everybody who needs to hear it. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, that's who we need to look up to is that guy. But yeah, that's my take. My very controversial take.
It would just been
We shall
funny.
see who comes after me and if I wake up in the morning.
Degrassi will come after you.
Like I wake up and then like Degrassi's over me like, what did you say? I thought we were friends. And he's like chokes me up. Oh.
Yeah, like yeah. Well,
No,
but
he
yeah,
doesn't care. Like I
I
said,
know.
I still like the movie. It's not like I hate the movie. That's ridiculous. How can you hate this movie? There's a lot of stuff to like in this movie. That's my point.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
know about this. Yeah, well, yeah. Dean K, neurotic, Geese and Gamers.
Yeah, those guys are clowns. Like I said, those guys are just gonna be disingenuous as fuck. They're not even gonna acknowledge what made the movie great. There's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of great actors.
they don't understand
There's a
comics
lot
like
of
that.
great uniqueness of it, and it's like it is
So,
comfortable with being a silver age silliness. There's nothing wrong with silliness. It's okay. You
look,
know, we
Dean
need
King.
monkeys typing on keyboards in
I saw
movies.
Dean King Superman. Dean King looked nothing like his face. Doesn't look anything like Superman. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like he's a low. He's at least look like face like for Superman. Sorry,
Hmm.
and he needs to do a Superman voice. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. I know I'm doing Sunday. I'm detracting Sean at work.
Yeah, he
Um,
definitely does need to do the Superman voice in the pose. The
he did
aura
do.
farming.
He
That's
did
what he needed.
Superman. Superman did do the pose at the ending with the Lex scene. He did do the pose at
Yeah,
the
but
ending.
he needs to do it for the people who
Yeah,
remember like throughout the movie all these people are like looking at their phone and they're like, "Yeah, get away from Superman. I can't believe this." And that's who he should have been talking to.
yeah.
It's those people. Those are the people that matter the most. It's not Lex Luthor, right? It's not Lex Luthor. It's the people who are just looking up. You know what I mean? Those are the people who count. Those are the people who needed to hear that message. And maybe they did, and it wasn't communicated well. Like, did Lex have his cameras and it was on the news? I don't think so. But again, it's like she should have shown that.
Sideways.
Superman always
Shut up, Red.
roasts the villain in public. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
like when he calls out the elite and he like puts them on blast. Shit like that should have been in the movie. I'm gonna put you on blast.
Superman does roast, not to the extent like Spider-Man. Spider-Man roasts constantly. Superman doesn't roast constantly, like, but he does.
He really needed that moment of just like, I'm putting you on blast.
Like,
I'm putting on everybody to see this bullshit.
The thing is, Superman. The thing is, the difference between Spider-Man and Superman when they roast. Superman says kind of like corny stuff. Corny stuff. His jokes are more corny compared to Spider-Man. You know, like, right? It's like what? Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Even Batman from time to time, in some incarnations, roast villains in public. Your time is up, brother. Or like, sometimes Batman would roast some in public.
Yeah, like, more bot monkeys. More bot monkeys. More pocket dimension shenanigans. More
bot monkeys. You know what those
kaijus.
Those monkeys are definitely Snyder fans. I think it's a joke.
I think it was definitely a shot at Snyder fans.
All right, Zion, I'm gonna thank you for coming on. Sunday are you gonna join me for Sunday? We're roasting Sunday.
Yes. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
He got a lot of views.
Oh, did he? Were people roasting him or were people supporting him?
A lot of agreeing. There's a lot of people agreeing. There's some people roasting him too.
I'm gonna check and see. But I don't know. I don't agree. I don't agree with what he said at all. Like, that's not my criticism of the movie. I think his criticisms were weak, in my opinion. I think they were coming from a place of disingenuousness. That's my take on this.
Like, I could take your.
I don't know. I don't really want to roast someone who's disingenuous because they're just disingenuous.
That's funny.
So I'm not sure. Yeah.
I mean, I could go after Jester Bell, but her video's like 35 minutes.
Jester Bell would be more potentially entertaining.
She's 35 minutes long. I hate.
Yeah.
The thing is, with Jester Bell's video, if it's 35 minutes long, we might beat it for like 5-6 hours.
Probably. But I don't know, because his takes, I feel like, I don't know, like when you have someone who's like willing to give Jurassic World Rebirth a pass, but they get upset at this movie because it has swearing in a PG-13 movie.
That's why I'm gonna laugh at it.
I think that's disingenuous as hell.
That's why I'm gonna laugh at it.
We'll see, though. We'll see.
I mean, Superman's for kids. So fucking Spider-Man. And Spider-Man movies had swearing in it too.
Marvel movies have swearing in it.
Exactly.
All the swear words he complained about. There's like multiple swear words in movies that were not James Gunn movies. So I don't know. It's a PG-13 movie.
Thor: Love and Thunder mentioned orgies.
Like if you're not comfortable like bringing your kid to see PG-13 movies because they're under 13, then
don't bring your kid.
Bring your kid. You know what I mean? Like you have to be like what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Does it mean that the movie shouldn't do that? I don't think so. Especially if it is more tailored for a adult audience. Then
how about this? If your kid, if you don't want to bring, how about this? It's about the kid in a PG-13 movie. If you don't be afraid of swearing in it, don't bring him to the film. How about this? Don't give your kid the Killing Joke, or like, cause
no, but like if your kid is very young and you know that they shouldn't be watching that, then don't give them that. That's how, like, don't like cry about the movie because you brought your first off one. This is why I say it's disingenuous. Like you knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
You brought your kid to it, and then you still complain. Look, you know what I mean? Like you spent the last 7 months complaining about this movie, and yet here you are going to watch it and saying the same critique.
Before we officially end this, Batman '89, was that movie meant for kids?
Batman '89. I mean, that's
That's a dark movie.
yeah, but they have like a ton of merchandise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing,
Batman
right?
Returns.
Like, it's a movie that appeals to
Look,
a wide range of people,
look,
just like
look,
this movie.
look. The Dark Knight, one of the all-time best comic book trilogies. But the Tim Burton movies and the Batman were much darker and much darker films than the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, I don't. I think. Listen, like I said, if you watch the movie first. If your kid wants to watch it, then
Yeah.
bring them and watch it. Look up, do your research. If it has swearing, what the rating is. There's no age group back then
And
for movies.
and Degrassi is right. Kids learn swear words not from movies and TV shows because parents can police that, but parents cannot police what they say because they learn from their parents too, and parents cannot police what kids learn from school, right? Because
Yeah,
you
I don't even think like all of that is a concern. I just think if the movie is rated PG-13, your child is under 13,
yeah.
do not take them to see the movie if you don't feel comfortable because a PG-13 movie does have swearing. It does have jokes that maybe not be appropriate for kids. Just like that's why we have a rating system.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, don't go, oh, it's bad because this movie is tailored for this type of audience, but yet it has a rating above that audience that you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's ridiculous, and that's why I say
Okay.
that he's disingenuous, and he's been complaining about the exact same things that he's criticizing the movie of. So, like, like I said, like I don't really, I personally don't really care to like say anything because it's like he's kind of not even that relevant. He's only
That
relevant
video,
because we know him like in our personal circle.
that video made him relevant, kind of. But yeah, so,
We'll see what he uploads
well, I
next. It
hope
won't be
before I
we
end this
won't get
stream, guys,
much.
I want to thank you for watching. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I might make a video tomorrow as I'm doing a spoiler review. Are you going Gavin Geeks tomorrow?
Yes.
So I might be on Gavin Geeks tomorrow too. So,
Hopefully Tony doesn't hear that.
well, Finbar, Finbar.
We try to bury it though.
Yeah. Um, um,
I wonder what if YouTube still puts out censored movies where you
yeah,
need an account. Entertainment still stuck in the Stone Age.
yeah.
Well, think about it like this: it's stuck in the Stone Age because of people like him, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll be back. Video probably tomorrow. Sunday I'll be back for AW the tracks. And before I actually end the stream, I really, really hope they say the effort in Super Mario's world. Bye, guys.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
Yeah. See, after